Okay, it is Thursday. Uh, Treatment Thursday, always. Yeah. So, and I decided that we are going to do a Talk It Out Thursday. Yeah. I can't record her doing my port, accessing my port. She doesn't want to be recorded. Yeah, doing any kind of medical procedures. But once they leave the room and I'm in the room by myself, then I can vlog. So, yeah. I think I'm going to do, like an Instagram post of send me your questions. So, and that way, hopefully I'll have Wi-Fi. It is sketchy at best up there. I'm on the, and yes, I did. I had to stop and get me a coffee. It is like 32 degrees this morning. I was going to do me a pod and head out the door. And I looked at the time and it's like, holy bejeebies. Yeah. So, I just went the other way. I had not seen my sweet little girl Hardee's in forever because I've gotten where I do not do takeout coffee. I just do my own and take it from home. And she's like, where have you been? We've been worried about you. So, it was good to touch base with them. I did get here before all them heifers got here and got my parking spots. So that was a good thing. And I did not wear my Not Today heifer t-shirt, but I did wear Your Crazy Show, and you might want to tuck that back in. She is going to get on to me because I did not wear a low-cut top, and it's going to be harder for her to access, but I can pull it down low enough that she can get to it. Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. Yeah. If I had to pull my shirt up, then I'll pull my cardigan over. There will be no boobs shown on this show. I did not realize the other night at budget meeting what the whoosies. Big Mama ain't gonna do no camis no more. No. She's got to have some form of top on over the cami. Big Mama didn't realize she was giving y'all a show. Yeah. I should charge my Instagram. That'd be my cruise money. Please send all checks payable too. No credit. Yeah, money order only. There you go. Money order only. I'm trying to finish my coffee. Yeah. I do want to bring up some things to her. We had discussed my leg the other day. It has gotten worse. It's affecting my foot. I've noticed my hands more. So, yeah. We're going to bring that up and see what's what, as Bo says. Fat man, and see what he says. So, yeah. So, I'm fixing to down this coffee. It's hot. They ain't kidding when they caution contents are hot. No whoosies. It's coffee. Didn't they have to do that? I'm going to put y'all right there. Didn't they have to do that because some idiot sued McDonald's because he said his coffee was too hot? I'm sure that same idiot would have complained if it was too cold. What the heck? That's like the man that sued McDonald's because the Big Macs made him fat. Well, nobody made you wheel your butt up in there. People are crazy. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, so I will see y'all inside. I'm getting masked up and ready to go inside. I Got my Clorox to-go wipes today. I know I've got my antibacterial wipes down in here somewhere, but I don't feel like playing where is it at game. So, might be helpful if I take my keys out of my ignition. It's all fun and games till your car gets stolen. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told y'all about the ambulance or not. The other week, last week, the day before my treatment, somebody actually stole an ambulance, drove it up into the parking deck. Now, where the heck did they think they were going to go? But I found out they drove it up into the parking deck to hide it. The only thing they wanted out of it, they were stealing the drugs. What the hoosies? The people... I'll let these people go by. The people driving the ambulance, I mean, you know, they're letting their patient out. They're getting their patient in the hospital. They leave the ambulance running. Yeah. I get that. Been in an ambulance ride before. They leave it running. I mean, you know. Yeah. Anywho's, people crazy. Crazy to the E. I'm trying to get my bag. Alright. We can do this today. We can do this. I got my cup. I got my bags. I feel like a Hebrew leaving Egypt. Yeah. We can do this. See? You're crazy showing. You might want to tuck that back in. Alright. We can do this. Alright. So I'm in here. Just hadn't gotten started yet. Yeah, she's doing somebody else, so we'll get started here in a minute. Yeah, it is 7:45. Yeah. And I do have my "You're crazy" showing. You might want to tuck that back in shirt. She said I couldn't tuck all this in. There's no way. So, but we're just waiting to get started. So, yeah. Okay, so I haven't gotten any questions yet. So, usually whenever I'm here, because I have to leave so early in the morning, I don't get my Bible study done. So, I usually bring my Bible and my planner and my pens and my cards, and I'll do my Bible study. I always have like a vitamin water and an extra water and my cup full of water, because I don't drink that much while I'm here. I've even been known to go to the bathroom and get water out of the faucet, which I do not recommend. There, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. There's my, yeah, I can't tell if I'm getting it in or not. That's my second bottle. Yeah, that's my second bottle. Yeah, and it just clicks into there, and we're good. Yeah. So, yeah. And I just kind of lay and recline. I'll usually have my phone with my headphones, and I listen to music or watch YouTube videos if I have Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is sketchy at best. Yeah, it's in and out. It is in and out. Yeah, right now I have no signal for Wi-Fi. So, yeah. I guess if you were to send me a question, I wouldn't be able to get to it. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Leanne, I'm reading yours. Let's see. Write down an ambitious list, then get next to nothing done. And thank you for everybody talking about they're going to be praying for Carol Beth and us. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I have not let her know that I'm nervous. I guess I'm more nervous about the recovery part. I am so scared that she's going to be picking or sucking at those stitches, that she's either going to gag or choke on the gauze. I remember Brian had to be packed so hard, and she's never had anything done like that. And her number one fear is having teeth pulled. She is always, every time we would mention about needing to go to the dentist, she would start crying because she was scared that they were going to pull her teeth. And we're like, no, we're just going to get them brushed. And so it's taken us, what, she's 26 now, it's taken us this many years to where she's finally comfortable with the dentist. We've been going to our dentist now for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. And so they are the ones that have gotten her to where she's comfortable with the dentist. And so, yeah, and now to have this, it's like, oh my goodness. Her number one fear realized. Yeah, yeah. Let's see if we have any other. Yes, and she can have, Leanna made the comment, you can have all the popsicles you want. She can have popsicles, she can have smoothies, milkshakes, slushies, just nothing that you have to suck like with a straw. If she has like the milkshakes or whatever, she has to use a spoon. No straws. Because if you suck on the straw, you run the risk of sucking the clots out. And we don't want a dry socket. Oh, my stars in heaven, I had one before. That was the worst pain imaginable. That hurt worse than the toothache from where I had the tooth pulled, I'm just saying. Hey Kel, thanks for telling me my hair is banging. Yeah, and you were talking about you've got curls like mine. Oh, I can't even imagine having a hair down to my booty. Girl, that's what I'm wanting. I'm waiting. I know the curls make it seem shorter. If you pull it straight, it looks longer. So, but don't brush it. Don't brush it. That's what's making it. Look at the curly girl method for real. For real. Total game changer on mine, I tell you. When you wash your hair, only wash with conditioner. I only wash mine once a week, and then the rest of the time I just kind of wet it and put my product in it. Yeah, and I'll put mine up. If you see me looking like Winnie from Hocus Pocus, there you go. Let's see. Yes, and to My World had made the comment of Carol Beth could do the Tim Tam Slam with hot chocolate. So yes, yeah, we're going to let her do the Tim Tam Slam. Y'all, I'm serious. Everybody needs to try the Tim Tam Slam. Oh, my stars in heaven. Yes. Yeah. Hey Renee. Hey hon. Yeah, she was talking about her son's fixing to have to go through the wisdom thing too. And we were talking about, because he's on the hefty side, he's got to go outpatient as well. I guess because their airway, they were talking about because she had such thick neck. Yeah, that was their way of saying she was a big girl. But yeah, protein powders in the smoothies, like I said, just don't let him drink out of a straw. Kale is good to add to it, and the spinach. I found the kale doesn't leave near the taste that the spinach does. I mean, that's just my, yeah. Oh, and the Carnation instant breakfast powder things. We've done those before. And add, because it's protein, and then add the kale to it. The only thing, don't add blueberries to anything chocolate flavored. Oh, that's a whole level of nasty. I'm just saying. If you get the Carnation instant powder things and they're chocolate, don't add the blueberries to it. Just put that out there. Let's see. Hey Diane, hey hon. You said, do you like to hear me talk? Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I can do country southern and I can do highfalutin southern. I'm trying not to talk so loud because there are other people in other rooms. Luckily, I have a nice big room. There's a bathroom. Since I am here for so long, I get the one room with the private bath. Yes. I never watch the TV. I'm not one for TV, so I never watch the TV. Like I said, I usually just listen to my music, do my Bible study, do any cards or planning or notes that I need to do. Yeah. And I figured this would be a good chance just to, oh, I was going to tell y'all the church story. See, this is where I can just kind of run my pile. The other week, when Batman went to church by himself, because Carol Beth and I had the stomach thing, he had gone to church by himself. Well, following this past Sunday, me and Carol Beth did go, and one of the ladies that sits in the choir, now we're 3 pews down from the front, okay? And then you've got the pulpit and, you know, the communal hall and then the choir at the back. Yeah. So there's a good bit of space between the choir and where we sit, okay? And I'm always afraid that Batman's going to fall asleep and snore. He has been known to snore before. There's a man that sits behind us. He snores. And his wife sings in the choir, so there's nobody to nudge him awake. But she's like, I got it. The lady, Miss Tori, had told me, she's like, I got to tell you on Babe. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I can't tell you in the sanctuary. We got to go in here. And I'm like, what do you mean to tell me that you can't tell me in the sanctuary, but you can tell me in the fellowship hall? So we go in the fellowship hall, and she started telling me, and he had told me that Sunday when he got home, there's this crazy lady that nobody, and I know this is not the Christian thing, it's not the Christian attitude I need to have, but she is crazy, like crazy. She has asked the church and asked the church and asked, and the church has bailed her out many times as far as like assistance and money and that type thing. Well, she'll take it and she'll go and gamble it. I kid you not. Oh, she said, and again, she approached the men's group of needing money, and yet she's driving a brand new car. She was talking about she was going to go to the casino. She spent the most at the church auction. I kid you not. Yet she's talking about she needed money. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute now. And the pastor finally told her, he's like, look, you know, we pray for you. We will help you any kind of way other than financially, because we can't keep enabling you to make these bad decisions and bad choices. They're giving her money and she's turning around and gambling it. That's enabling. That's like giving money to a drug addict and they can go buy drugs. So no, you know, we can't help you in that regard anymore. So she was, that Sunday that we weren't there, she said in about this person and that person, and just, she'll just ramble on and on. And so, and everybody feels the same way about her. Oh my God, she will ask you to pray for people she don't even know. She heard about somebody on the internet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, she's like way out there. Anywho, they said that she sat in, you know, and said that Bo had made the comment. And he didn't realize he said it out loud. Said that he went, "Aw, hell." And Tori heard him all the way up to the choir. He said it that loud. "Aw, hell." And so when Teresa and Luke and Maddie had come over and brought the baby the other night, I told them, I said, y'all weren't at church that Sunday. So let me tell you what Fat Man had done. And so I was telling them, and Teresa's like, was he the one snoring? And I'm like, no, let me finish the story. And so whenever I told her that, you know, he had said, all right, she's like, was that him? Because she had heard it too, but she didn't realize that it was him. She thought it was the man behind him. Because for Fat Man to say anything, they said as quiet as he is, they never expected it from him. But Tori knew it was him. She saw it. She saw his mouth. Oh, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so the pastor even heard him, and the pastor just kind of looked on. You know, he kind of snickered. He couldn't help it. He just could not help it. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I can't trust leaving Fat Man at church alone anymore. For what he might say. And he didn't realize he said it out loud. He thought, yeah. And he'll mumble to himself. And he doesn't realize he's talking out loud. He thinks it's, yeah, but it's coming. Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, oh, and somebody had made the comment about my talking. I have always been a talker. My mother used to bribe me of, I'll give you a nickel to just shut up. And I can remember that's how she would say it. Just shut the hell up. But in 7th grade, Miss Graham was my English teacher. And I didn't realize as many students as she had. And when I was in 7th grade in 1980, yeah, 81, maybe. I graduated in 85, so whatever that would have been. Anywho, I was working at the waterworks. Done been graduated. This was 1988. I was working at the waterworks. So from then to then, how many students she done taught? And I'm working the switchboard at the waterworks. So whenever you walked in, you saw my face first. I was like the receptionist and the switchboard operator. And I'm like, you know, hi, welcome to the Montgomery Waterworks. How may I direct your call? Or how can I help you? Or, you know, which department do you need? And I would direct them to wherever they need to go. And so I was on the switchboard, and I kind of did like that. And I'm like, I'll be with you in a minute. And, you know, I'm answering the phone. And she looked at me and she said, I knew you'd get a job talking. And I'm looking at her like, who in the heck are you? She's like, I knew it. I knew you would get a job talking. And I kind of looked at her, and she's like, I'm Miss Graham, your 7th grade English teacher. And I'm like, do you remember me? And she said, Lord, yes. She said, you're Stacy. She said, you never would shut up. She said, I knew it. I knew you'd get a job talking. And I did. I got a job talking. If I could have my own talk show, that would rock. Yeah, I'll do something. Make me be the next. I want to be Oprah. I don't know. I don't like The View. No. No. Them heifers crazy. I don't like Kathy Lee and Hoda. They drink too much. That's all they ever do. Do they ever do anything other than drink on that show? I've never watched it. I'll see bits and pieces, but that's all they ever do is drink. Yeah, no. That's early in the morning. But I could talk. I don't know what to talk about. Knitting. My life's like a Seinfeld episode. It's about nothing. Yeah. So, we're just watching that bottle drip down. What are we doing? Uh-oh. Trying to see what it's dripping out. I can't tell. Yeah. I'm fixing to have to wheel it to that bathroom. They bump it in, I gotta pee it out. Yeah. So, and I still haven't done my scriptures. So, that might be. Bless you! That might be what we do next, just do our scriptures. I won't be heathen. Okay, still working on my Bible study. It is a good one. It's talking about, it's John chapter 9, talking about the blind man. People thought if you had like a deformity or a problem or a trial, it was due to your sin. And the question was, let's see, is there a friend or life of a family member or someone where you've seen suffering and then God did a mighty work through that person? Jesus explained to them that it wasn't their sin, it was God using that as a plan to do a great work through them. And I immediately thought of Catherine Wolfe. I had the opportunity and pleasure of getting to meet her on a couple of occasions whenever she did talks. She is the wife of Jay Wolfe. She, about 6 years ago now maybe. Oh, how old is their oldest? They have 2 children now. After the birth of their first child, she had a major life-altering stroke. She still suffers the effects. She is paralyzed on one side. And she could have been bitter. She could have lost her faith. What would have been a joyous life change of the birth of the first child became a just so sad life challenge. Not a life change, but a life challenge. But she didn't see it that way. She used that as a ministry to go and encourage people. It didn't change her love, her faith, or her devotion to our Heavenly Father. It made it stronger. She uses that as a ministry to encourage people. I never will forget when I first heard her speak. She talked about you can't control your circumstances, but you can control how you react to your circumstances. And that has stayed with me. Yes, I cannot control my circumstance. I can't control I can't control any of this. None of this. But I can control how I react to it. I can approach it with a poor pitiful me attitude, or I can approach it with, you know what? The cards I've been dealt. How can I best deal with it? Hey, hon, how you doing? How's your mama and them? Yeah. I would much rather approach it that way than poor pitiful me. I don't want to be the one that somebody in church is all hell. Yeah. So, but she is the one that, just that made such an impact on my life. And that was even before I got sick. And so when I did get sick, it's like, you know what? Yeah. How can I use this to minister or encourage others? I'm not going to approach it with poor pitiful me. I'm going to approach it with, you know what? Yeah. How can God use this? How can God use me? So, yeah. That is what I got out of this one this time. And the other one, how to see God at work in the midst of suffering encourage you. I find it, instead of a trial or an obstacle, it's an opportunity. It's not an obstacle. It's an opportunity. And I'm so blessed that God chose me as an instrument to encourage others. Give me this opportunity to encourage others. Yeah. So, yeah. That was my Bible study for today. I've got probably another, it's just 9:30. Yeah, we're about a third of the way through the bottle. No, maybe about 3/4. We'll get done early today. She pumped that first bottle kind of through, so yeah. So maybe we'll get out of here early. Let's hope so. Okay, I'm just now getting my Wi-Fi back, and Scarlet, I am reading, if I can get back to it. Where'd it go? Okay, yeah. Yes, Carol Beth is still anxious about getting her wisdom teeth removed. Me and Fat Man have been married, it will be 30 years in September. Yep. And we are just very happy together. He is truly the one that God had for me. Yeah. We figured if we made it through all the crap we've been through, we are bound to be together forever, for sure. I have to take one treatment every week, every Thursday, and I will be here from now until God calls me home. Yes, and God only gives us what we can bear. That was my part of like my John chapter 9 Bible study today. We were talking about people thought that your trials and your burdens or your whatever was based upon your sin, and God, Jesus told them, no, it could be God's way of using that to show His power. And so thank you for thinking that my attitude is an influence. We had to name someone that was our influence, and you'll see that earlier in this vlog. I talked about who is my influence and why. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman. Joyce, you were wondering what my faith is. You're Pentecostal. We are Methodist. Actually, when I was in high school, junior high, when I got to know the Lord through my friend Dorema, we were Baptist. and Batman was raised Baptist. And when we got married and moved down to the farm, the closest church around was Methodist. So we converted there back when all the church first started. They had a traveling preacher, and so you did your Sunday school at your home church, but the preacher would go from the Methodist to the Pentecostal to the Baptist to the United Christian Unitarian Church. So yeah, and if you wanted to hear the pastor, you had to float from church to church. So we kind of running joke of the only difference between Methodist and Baptist: Methodists eat more. So yeah. Linda, let's see, telling Carol Beth that getting put to sleep was the best. Yes, we're trying to convince her that getting put completely to sleep is wonderful. That's some of the best sleep you'll ever get. Yes, and we will definitely have her put on the prayer list at church. But yeah, we're trying to convince her that she's going to be asleep. We're going to be the ones worried. And like I said, we are going to let her do the Tim Tam Slam with the hot chocolate. I'm just looking to see if there are any new ones. I guess that was all we had. Yeah, because I talked to Renee, and I did Diane. Hey, hon. I would love to be able to sit and have coffee with you, girl. We'd have to do Tim Tam Slams, I'm just saying. And I am actually almost done. That is my last. Can you see it? I can't tell if I'm getting in view or not. That's my last bottle. The small bottle is 5 grams. The big one was 20, and this is 10. So it's a total of 35 grams a week is what I get. Like I said, it takes 1,000 blood donors to do a week's worth. So, yeah. So, it's almost done. It is 11 o'clock. So, yeah, the little 5 milligram got where we can push it on through a little bit faster, so I get done a little bit quicker. Yeah. So, here we sit. I did do my scriptures. Used to it, they would give me the IV Benadryl and I would sleep, but I don't get that anymore, so I don't have it anymore. So there you go. But yeah, we're almost done. We're on those last few drips. But yeah, that is how we do Treatment Thursdays. Used to, like I said, I could sleep, and now that I don't get my IV Benadryl, I can't sleep. So I do my scriptures, or I'll crochet, or I'll write cards. Yeah, I'll catch up on YouTube vlogs if I have Wi-Fi. It's like I said, it's sketchy at best. I don't know if I showed the picture of Batman. Maybe I did. Did I show y'all this picture? I don't remember. He's holding that sweet baby. And the little stinker, he was handing her back to me, and she got fussy. She was wanting him. He was talking to her about trains and tractors, and we were going to get her a Barbie Jeep when she got a little older, and he was making all the tractor noises and the train noises, and so she thinks Opa just sets the world. But yeah, she was going to get fussy until I started talking to her, and then she got fun. So, but yeah, he can get her to sleep too. So we told him, if y'all ever have problems getting her to sleep, to bring her on to our house. We can hold her for about 5 minutes and talk to her, and I guess we're that boring. Well, then she's that comfortable. That man said it's because he's so pudgy. She has something soft to lay. So, hey, darling. So, but we're almost done. It's about that alarm. Yeah. It's about to go off. And then we'll just shoot heparin in and pull that needle out. It actually looks like a fish hook. I don't know if you can see that part. It goes in, and it actually is a hook. Looks like a fish hook. So, but I'm fixing an alarm. So, yeah. I thought I was going to get in trouble because I wore a shirt that's not low cut, but I was able to pull it down enough. So, I made the mistake one time wearing a turtleneck. I don't know what I was thinking. I was cold. And I had to raise it up. So, luckily I had my blanket. Yeah, it's fixing to start beeping. You can tell when it gets dry. It keeps those bubbles in the bottom. I don't know what the bubbles are. Who knows? I wonder what the bubbles are. And they're actually like little solid jelly bubbles, like little fish egg bubbles. I have no clue. Yeah. Don't know. So, I guess whenever I leave here, I will be heading home. I need to find my mask, put it in my bag. And I put, I did drink everything. But my last water, this will get me home. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it off into my cup, I think. If I don't even have ice left. But I'll go ahead and pour it off, and that way I don't have to take that bottle. We're fixing to beep. I keep saying that, and it hasn't beeped yet. It's like watching water boil. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's supposed to. And I am doing Dorito pie tonight and those frozen taquitos. So that is what's for supper tonight. Yeah. Or I thought about chili pie. That's easy to do. That might be one of my Frugal Fridays. Seriously, all you need is a bag of corn chips, a can of chili, and some cheese. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's like waiting on water to boil. Mommy, I can't be quiet. That was one of my, you get those little contest things on Facebook. Little quiz things. I would say it's not going to let me sign into Wi-Fi. It still cut me off. But one of the quiz things was, if I was kidnapped, why would they bring me back? And it was because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Like, they know me too well. Yeah. Why was Stacy released by her kidnappers? They got tired of Stacy because she would not shut up. Yeah. Yeah. What will the priest say at Stacy's funeral? Just to annoy y'all, she's requested Baby Shark as her funeral song. That would be me too. I'm just saying. I would. And I ain't beat yet. Alright, so we're going to see if I've got enough Wi-Fi. It's what car tag should you have. Wonder what mine's going to be. Well, we're going to see which does first. This, which just cut me off, or that. Which one do you think's going to finish first? Yeah. Don't know. That about summed me up. I don't know though. I don't drive very fast. Then again, yeah, I do. It depends on where I'm going. It depends on where I'm going. I tease all the time if anybody acts like they're going to hit me. Go ahead and hit me. Hit me. I've already got my new van picked out. And the color and everything. Just saying. If they hit me, I know what I'm getting. And if it's a piece of junk that's about to hit me, they can afford to buy me what I want next. Oh. Yeah, that thing is as dry as I'll get out, but can you see it? I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but we should be going up. We are. Let's see what time. There we go. All right, okay. We're back in our car. I can actually take my mask off now. I had to mask up whenever I get ready to leave the little sanctuary of my room, because it is considered a sterile environment. I'm trying to back up without hitting anybody. And this car is bound and determined. Sweet little lady, you gotta give me some room, sugar. Okay. But yeah, the room that I'm in and get my treatment in is considered a sterile environment. And so that's why I can take my mask off once I'm in there. Once I leave that room, all bets are off. So that's when I have to have my Clorox wipe for my finger, anything that, doors that I have to grab, buttons that I have to mash for the elevator, all that fun stuff. And I have to have my mask on. Yeah. One day I did go, Brian was with me that day, and they had the signs up all over the place warning people about the influenza. And then there was one day they had the signs up, if you had been there on such and such date through such and such date, they had someone that had actually been diagnosed with tuberculosis. Yeah, that was freaky. Man, I was snatching my calendar, checking to see what day that was. Yeah, I was in the clear. It was like a Monday. It's like, woo, thank goodness. Yeah. So, I think I'm fixing to head home. My little thing's gonna start blinking at me that my battery is almost dead. Yeah, and I'm hoping y'all can hear me whenever I'm talking. Like I said, I have to be kind of quiet. There are people in the next room getting a treatment. I get the biggest treatment room because I'm there the longest. It's actually 11:20 now. It was, 7:45 when I started. So she's found that the little 5 milligram bottle they can kind of push on through. You run the risk with it dripping too fast of getting the gamma headache easier. But the little 5 milligram bottle she can go ahead and have in my line, and then go ahead and attach the big 20 milligram bottle, or 20 gram, and not milligram, gram. Excuse me. And it flush it on through. So, but yeah, there's these little beads. They're little, almost like clear fish egg looking things. I don't know what they're there for. Something about to make it, the storage to make, I don't know. But it is a blood product. It is made with plasma. It's the white cells they extract out of the plasma. I don't know. In fact, there was they had a problem of there wasn't enough plasma donors to make some. She actually had to order it from like somewhere totally else. Yeah, because we didn't have enough plasma donors to have made the product. The company that makes it had actually run out, so there was another company they had to order from. Yeah. So any hoozles. But yeah, I guess that's it for this talk treatment Thursday for right now. I'm gonna get home and charge this battery. We'll see if we've got enough time to do something else. I'm trying to think about what else I need to do when I get home. Usually I just kind of lay down, relax, chill. I don't want that headache. That is one of the worst headaches you could ever possibly imagine. And someone had asked, and like I said, I had to kind of whisper my answers. how long I'll have to do this, and it will be for the rest of my life. I will have to get these because it is an autoimmune condition. I'll have it for the rest of my life, so I have to get the treatments for the rest of my life. And I can tell a difference now that they've increased my dose and I've been getting it weekly on a regular basis. I can tell a difference in how I feel. Like I said, I am having an issue with my leg. She was going to mention it to the neurologist that I see there, and we're going to try to decide if it's something that can wait until I go to Birmingham. I go to Birmingham in February, and I will actually see my immunologist on Monday, and then I'll see my movement disorder doctor on a Wednesday. And so between the two of them, they're the ones that actually has got me on the my immunologist is the one that started me on the IVIG. This dose per se anyway. Well, no, that was the neurologist in Tuscaloosa. And bless her heart, she was killed in a car accident less than a year ago. Like at the first, well, no, it's been about a year now. It's been about a year now. Yeah. So, and we just made the decision, I'll just see the neurologist that I saw there in Montgomery. In between him and the movement disorder doctor in Birmingham, and my immunologist in Birmingham, and my rheumatologist that comes from Birmingham to Montgomery, I'm good. When I would go to the cancer center for my treatments, it was oncologist and hematology oncology, blood disorders. Yeah, and I had to go to the cancer center, and he finally told me, he said, yeah, this is more, he said, you're getting out of the realm of my specialty. He said, we need to do something else. And so that's when he sent me to the immunologist at UAB. And it just kind of went from there and progressed. It sent me to the neurologist. He sent me to the one in Tuscaloosa. She recommended Johns Hopkins. It just did, yeah. It's kind of made its full circle. But it is what it is. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's a banana. Oh, my stars in heaven. I hope that got on film. I hope and pray. It was a Chiquita banana driving down the road. Oh my star, like the Wienermobile, but it was a banana. I don't know if my camera picked it up or not. It was on the opposite side of the road. I swear to Henny's, it is not a side effect from my drugs. I saw a banana drive down the road. Yeah. What's wrong with you, Miss Roden? Oh, I saw a banana going down the road. I'm halfway debating about, and I know I'm going to burn up. I was freezing. I came out of that room and I didn't have my sweater on, and I'm just bopping out, you know, down through there. I was wondering why people were looking at, they stare at me anyway because of the mask. They think I'm contagious with something. They don't realize they're the ones I'm trying to stay safe from. Yeah, don't stare at me. I ain't got the cooties, y'all do. And then I got to thinking, I don't know if they're staring at me because I got the mask. And then when I got outside and it was 34 degrees, yeah, it's 34 degrees outside. And here I was in a t-shirt. I was like, maybe that's why they were staring. Or maybe it's a combination of the two, the mask and the t-shirt. I forgot I didn't put my sweater back on. So, yeah, right when I stepped outside, it's like, ooh, maybe I need my sweater. And I had to wait until I got in the car to get it back on because I had my hands full with all my bags. So, yeah. But anywho, I'm debating about either stopping and getting me some chicken tortilla soup. Of course, we're having Dorito pie tonight. Yeah. And I got chicken noodle soup at home. Or chicken pot pie soup at home. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to wait. I've got my water to get me home. So, I am fixing to get on the main road. Yeah. So, I will see y'all when I get home. Okay, hi, hunt. I am home. I've taken me a nap. I'm waking up. It is 2 o'clock. I figured I would go ahead and end this. I don't know how long it is. And, I had such a problem uploading yesterday afternoon. It just did not want to upload, and I don't know why. So, I figure if I start now, maybe it'll be through uploading by 8 tonight. Anywho, so, and I figure I'll probably go back to sleep. Yeah. And I was thinking about doing that Dorito pie and those taquitos, and the more I thought about it, I think I've got some just frozen pizzas in there that Miss Becca bought, and I think it just might be a pizza night tonight, and then we can do Dorito pie tomorrow night. Because I just don't even feel like standing there cutting up the chicken, and yeah, I figure pizza. All I gotta do is slap that joker in the oven. And then we do have some of the cheesy flatbread, so I think that's what we're gonna have for supper tonight. So, put on those pearls, put on that smile. Y'all get hooked up to something. Yeah, we're doing good. Haven't bled through. We're awesome. Yeah, we're doing great. I only had to get stuck once today. Last week it was like a human being cushion. This week, one time. We're good. So, I think that we're going to call that it for today. And I will see y'all tomorrow. So put on that smile. Hit that subscribe button down below. See, I always forget to say that. Y'all hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the thumbs up if you like it. Thanks for all the questions and the comments that were left. And we will see y'all tomorrow.